How's it going, everybody? Welcome to this video. So I have this Holy Bible by the Gideons, placed by the Gideons, but this is a standard Bible. So Corinthians 11 through 13, verses 13. I'm going to start with chapter 12. There has been boasting, although nothing is gained by it. So I will go on visions and revelations from the Lord. I know a man in Christ who 14 years ago, whether in the body or out of the body, I do not know, God knows, was caught up as far as the third heaven. I also know the same man, whether in the body or out of the body, I do not know, God knows, how he was caught up in paradise. And heard words too scared to tell, which no human is allowed to repeat. Of such instance, I will boast, but not about myself, unless it be about whether my weakness should I wish to boast. However, I should not be acting the fool, for I should be telling the truth, but I will refrain so that no one may ascribe to me more than he observes in me or hears from me, in order that I might not dwell in pride because of extraordinary great revelations. There was given me a thorn in the flesh, a satanic messenger to strike me, and I might not be too elated. 3 times I invoked the Lord about this to have removed from me. And he told me, my grace is significant for you, for my strength comes to perfection where there is weakness. Therefore I am happy to boast in my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may abide upon me. I delight then in weakness and insults, in needy circumstances and persecutions, for troubles all account of Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. I have become full, you forced me to it, and I ought to be recognized by you. And though I am nobody, I am not in the least inferior. These super apostles, 12 of the signs of the apostles were demonstrated among you by Persians. It's blurred out, it's old Bible. Of every sort of working of signs and miracles, acts of power. And in what respect were you inferior to the other churches, except that myself was not burdened to you? Pardon me for the unfairness. Here I am ready for the third visit to you. Shall no burden to you, for I am not after your possessions, but after you. For children should not accumulate wealth for the parents, but the parents for the children. So I shall gladly spend and be spent on the half of your souls. If I love you excessively, I am loved the less? ? But let that be. I have not burdened you, but being crafty did I take you in by cunning. I have not exploited you, though anyone I sent to you, have I? ? I urged Titus to go and sent along brother. Did Titus exploit you? Have we not behaved in the same spirit and walked in the same tracks? ? You have supposing all the while that we are apologizing to you. We are speaking the presence of God as Christ's representatives, and it is all done, dear friends, for your upbuilding. For I am afraid that perhaps when I arrive, I may not find you in condition I should like to find you, neither may you find me as you might desire. There may be strife, jealousy, ugly temper, sarcasm, slander, gossiping. Period. I am fearful that my return to God may be humble me before you, and I have saddened over many who have continued in their former sins, and I have not repented of the impurity and morality, sensuality, which have been practiced. So that's Corinthians 11 verses 13. Really old Bible I got at the half price bookstore, where it's cheap to get old Bibles. But I looked this up on the King James Bible version. This is just a Bible that talks about, like, has all like the Corinthians and Exodus. On the James version Bible, like, kind of talks about, like, breaking down the meaning of what it means. For, like, here for instance, For when I am weak, then I am strong. That like when you're feeling really weak, like when Paul felt really weak, he felt the strength through Christ. And being okay, content with persecutions, insults, because you're with Christ. But yeah, it's interesting for sure, really is. Oh yeah, I won't break this down again. I delight in weakness and insults, in needy circumstances and persecutions, and troubles on account of Christ. For when I am weak, I am strong. So when you're feeling like that weakness you have, you're actually coming from strength. Also on the King James Bible, I looked on the website where it broke down. It said Paul felt like when he was feeling weak, he really felt like God's presence, and he felt God's love the most in a weird way. So find that really powerful and interesting. But that's Corinthians 11 verses 13. Y'all have a good day.